Warning, we're about to go cross country. So I'm here at the LAX airport and I'm getting ready to fly out to go to New York to go to my cousin's wedding. So that should be a fun time. We'll see. The ride here was pretty good, you know. It's smooth. A lot of people don't like the LAX airport. I think it's real hectic. But once you get to learn the terminal, it's super easy. Basically, when you're driving in, it's just a big U. So it's pretty easy to navigate. In my opinion, it's not too challenging. I'm flying out of American Airlines, so, you know, haven't been in this terminal before. It was a pretty nice overall. It's definitely a little stuffy, but, you know, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not like those Hawaii airports. Boy, those are nice. Getting through security was easy. Everything's so much easier nowadays. Definitely recommend when you're flying to have the app of whatever airline you're flying on. It makes things so much easier. But yeah, so now just waiting to board the flight and should be a good time.
As you can see, this terminal has a couple restaurants and a little snack places. That way, in case you get a little hungry or snacky, you get something to take on the way with you. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. You also got this nice gift shop where you can get any little trinkets or little memorabilia of your trip. And one of the most important things to remember is if you get motion sickness, definitely take it before you get to the airport. I forgot, so I did take some of this ginger medicine, which worked great. It finally kicked in and definitely helped out with the flight. Highly recommended whenever you get the chance. So I had a quick layover in Charlotte, North Carolina, and look at this airport. It is beautiful. It's nice and open, nice and big with these windows, trees. I almost think there's fresh air in there. It's definitely not stuffy. I mean, you have so many different restaurants you can eat at, types of food you can get. It's definitely up there for one of the nicer airports I've been to.
Just now landed in White Plains, New York. I wasn't able to do much of a video in North Carolina and Charlotte because the plane was actually delayed a little bit on the tarmac, so I ended up having about 15 minutes to run to get to my next plane that just landed here. Luckily I made it, but yeah, never been to White Plains, so this is pretty cool. So the nice thing is, if you guys think that you know, there's more than just JFK in New York. There's also these other smaller airports. So it's something to, you know, be aware of, that New York has many different places. So if you've never been out to New York, or even if you have and you may fly to JFK, these are some of the other airlines. I'll show you guys around this area. It looks pretty nice. It's kind of cool. The only outdoor airports I've ever been to was in Hawaii. So it's kind of cool seeing like it's always cool when you get to go to these like little airports. At least for me, I'm not used to them, but it's pretty nice. So yeah. Oh, and a little travel tip that was a reminder: when you're in an airplane and you're sitting in your seat, if you need to get up, try not to pull on the person's seat in front of you. It's very annoying. It's extremely annoying. Don't do that. Use your armrest. Stand up. You know, be considerate. All right, so I just got outside the airport. It's very tiny. Pretty cool being one of these little airports. there's not much here. So if you're ever flying into here or out of here, I guess out of here, you could probably show up maybe 30 minutes before your flight because it's tiny. Now that ginger I talked about earlier worked charms, didn't feel any motion sickness, and there's definitely a lot of turbulence. First, in the first flight, that was the bigger airplane, but then this second one, it was only 2 people on each side of the plane. Like, it was very small in the sense of how many it fit. I took a picture and showed you guys. But definitely a lot of turbulence on that one too, and no motion sickness, thank God. So that ginger is great for any motion sickness when you're flying or anything else. So just remember, you've been warned.